Welcome to the Native American Legal Systems and Tribal Moot Court course video, brought to you by the Kickapoo Tribal Law Academy. This semester, one weekly syllabus outlines a strong foundation in legal research, argument practice, and moot court sessions. The course aligns with TEAC's standards, focusing on legal reasoning, advocacy, and understanding jurisdictions. This is Year 3, the breakthrough year, covering an 18-week tribal sequence. We will explore 18 sovereign nations' case portfolios, examining comparative legal systems. Week 1 focuses on Kickapoo history, sovereignty, and court structure. Daily activities include legal analysis, drafting arguments, and multiple moot court rounds, all aligned with key TEAC standards. The weekly legal practice syllabus for the Kickapoo Nation case includes an introduction to history and sovereignty, drafting issue statements, and conducting 2 rounds of moot court. For the Kickapoo case, resources include the Mock Kickapoo Texas Appellate Court portfolio, the case packet, and an instructional case overview video for foundational understanding. Week 2 dives into the Blackfeet Nation's legal system, covering governance, case theory development, and judicial questioning drills. You will focus on applying legal reasoning and using precedent. Resources for the Blackfeet case include the Black Wolf versus Blackfeet Nation case analysis and the full case documents, along with a context video for a deeper understanding of the case. Week 3 focuses on the Chitimacha Nation, covering sovereignty, legal writing, and advocacy. Activities include written argument drafting, bench prep, and moot court rounds, aligning with TEACs for legal writing and tribal court systems. Teaching materials for the Chitimacha case provide a case analysis in the Court of Appeals, the full legal record, and a video resource detailing the case overview and oral arguments. Week 4, focusing on the Immigration Court in Eagle Pass, explores immigration law and jurisdictional complexity, including statutory interpretation and cross-jurisdiction practice. TEAC's alignment emphasizes interpreting statutes and understanding federal versus tribal jurisdiction. Resources for the Eagle Pass case include the case analysis for the matter of Samuel Littlefellow, the record of proceedings, and a video resource on the case overview and jurisdictional context. Week 5 covers the Oneida Nation, focusing on sovereignty, precedent, and appellate advocacy. Activities include precedent charting and oral argument refinement, aligning with TEACs for applying precedent and oral argument. The Oneida case materials include a case analysis in the Court of Appeals, the full case documents, and a video resource covering the case overview and oral arguments. Week 6 explores the Ponca Nation, focusing on communal accountability and traditional governance. The week include case theory and rule synthesis, judicial questioning, and 2 rounds of moot court. The Ponca case teaching materials include a case analysis in the Court of Appeals of the Ponca Nation, the full record of proceedings, and a video resource on governance and oral arguments. Week 7 shifts to the Kickapoo Nation for Case 2, concentrating on appellate structure and argument drafting. Activities include written drafting, practice rounds, and moot court rounds 1 and 2, aligning with TEACs for legal writing and oral argument. Resources for the Kickapoo Case 2 include the full case documents and a video resource detailing the Kickapoo Nation structure and arguments. Week 8 introduces the Crow Nation, covering sovereignty, issue framing, and judicial interaction. Daily focus includes Crow sovereignty and legal traditions, bench questioning, and moot court rounds. This aligns with TEACs for issue identification and judicial interaction. The Crow case teaching materials provide a case analysis, Crow Nation versus Blue Cloud Enterprise, the full record of proceedings, and a video resource on Crow Nation's sovereignty and arguments. Week 9 focuses on the Potawatomi Nation, exploring court systems, case theory, and advocacy. Key activities involve case theory development, oral practice, and moot court rounds, aligning with TEACs for precedent and advocacy. For the Potawatomi case, materials include resources on the Supreme Court of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, the full case documents, and a video resource on their structure and advocacy. Week 10 focuses on the Creek Nation, covering legal systems, rule drafting, and advocacy. Daily work includes exploring the Muskogee legal system, drafting rule statements, practice, and moot court rounds. This aligns with TEACs for legal reasoning and oral argument. The Creek case resources offer a case analysis moot court problem, the full case documents, and a video resource detailing the Muskogee Nation arguments. Week 11 covers the Alabama Coushatta tribe, focusing on tribal governance, legal writing, and advocacy. Activities include learning governance, drafting written arguments, and preparing for the bench. TEAC's alignment covers legal writing and tribal jurisdiction. Alabama Coushatta teaching materials include an official resource, full case documents for the Alabama Coushatta case, and a video resource focusing on Alabama Coushatta advocacy. Week 12 features the Choctaw Nation, covering legal systems, case theory, and advocacy. Focus areas are the Choctaw legal system, case theory, judicial questioning, and moot court rounds. This aligns with TEKS for case analysis and judicial response. The Choctaw Nation materials include an official resource, presentation materials on Choctaw case studies, and a video resource on Choctaw Nation legal advocacy. Week 13 focuses on the Isleta del Sur Pueblo, covering sovereignty, legal writing, and advocacy. The week includes working with Pueblo sovereignty, written arguments, practice, and 2 rounds of moot court, aligning with TEKS for writing and tribal systems. For the Isleta del Sur Pueblo, resources include the Appeals Court official resource, case studies on the legal framework, and a video resource on sovereignty and law. Week 14 focuses on the Comanche Nation's governance, issue framing, and advocacy. Daily activities include learning about Comanche governance, drafting issue statements, bench prep, and 2 rounds of moot court, aligning with TEKS for issue framing and oral argument. Teaching materials for the Comanche Nation include an official resource on their Supreme Court, a case study on Red Elk versus Comanche Nation Gaming Commission, and a video resource on their governance and law. Week 15 explores the Osage Nation's legal systems, precedent, and advocacy. We will cover the Osage legal system, precedent application, practice, and 2 moot court rounds. This aligns with TEKS for precedent and advocacy. Resources for the Osage Nation include the Supreme Court official resource, a case study on Rainey versus Osage Nation Gaming Enterprise, and a video resource on their legal systems and advocacy. Week 16 covers the Kiowa Nation, focusing on sovereignty, rule synthesis, and judicial response. Activities include Kiowa sovereignty, drafting rule statements, judicial questioning, and 2 moot court rounds. This aligns with TEKS for legal reasoning and judicial response. Kiowa Nation teaching materials include case studies on Black Wolf versus Kiowa Tribe of Oklahoma, the official resource on Black Wolf versus Kiowa Tribe 2, and a video resource on Kiowa sovereignty and rule synthesis. Week 17 focuses on the Cherokee Nation, covering sovereignty, legal writing, and advocacy. Daily activities include studying the Cherokee legal system, drafting written arguments, practice, and 2 rounds of moot court, aligning with TEKS for legal writing and tribal jurisdiction. Resources for the Cherokee Nation include the Supreme Court official resource, case study documentation, and a video resource on Cherokee sovereignty and advocacy. The final week, Week 18, focuses on Kickapoo Nation Case 3, emphasizing appellate review, final arguments, and assessment. Activities include final written arguments and the second moot court round, serving as the final exam. This integrates various legal skills. Access quick resource links, including the instructional overview video, the moot court case problem 1, and the appellate record and evidence. Use these materials for Case 3 and the final assessment.